Okay, everybody. I like to work out when I'm away. That's the alarm. It's about 6 o'clock in this morning. So I'm gonna get out there, go down to the gym, and do some lifting because I won't have time with the agenda the rest of the day. So, because we have a late dinner meeting tonight. So, for me, when you come to these conferences, they have great food. Downside with great food for me is I still love eating gobs of it. And so I need to make sure that I exercise and burn off some calories so I can earn my meals, earn the seconds and thirds I decide to go for. Hey there, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Running off here to breakfast buffet time, got my workout in. A lot of times when I go to conferences, I want to make sure that I look at the calendar when things start, when things end, and see when I can fit in the workout. I know for myself, if I wait for the end of the day, typically there's some socialization that happens on, hanging out, and so I typically will do it in the top of the morning to be able to make sure I get in that good workout. So how do you fit in your fitness during business conferences? Turns out. Literally in an elevator, what's your elevator speech? My why is to leave a legacy by positively impacting people, helping others find their true potential. Turns out. Daily vlog, hope you're doing great. Just wanted to recap the day. Some good themes that came out of today. Number one is had a guest speaker, Erin Gargan King. But if you find her online, it's Erin, E-R-I-N, Gargan, G-A-R-G-A-N. Just had some phenomenal thoughts on regards to doing what she hashtags as her book is called Digital Persuasion in a positive way, right? So sometimes persuasion can have this negative connotation, and for her it's about using it in a positive way. And so making sure that our engagement online is more specific. So it's personal, useful, and brief. That's PUG. PUB is her acronym that she uses in order to make sure that as you're engaging with others online, that you're having a little bit more significant of an engagement, and that face-to-face, though, is 35 times more persuasive than online. And so I think a lot of times because people get very salesy online, they think of it like the old school Glenn Ross, ABC, always be closing. That's just not the right attitude to have. Then it was great to be able to just get a little bit more of the introduction on where businesses from a corporation perspective, really for me to understand kind of where that's coming from. Took a lot of notes. I saved those in Samsung Note. I don't know how you guys save your notes. And so that's what I ended up doing, is taking photos of my notes and then uploading it into the app, and then I can throw away the pieces of paper and be basically paperless. But it's basically a way that as I listen to different presentations, I can jot down different ideas of things that I feel like I can incorporate and I can do in a way that's meaningful for me. And then, so the next step is we're going to do here is have dinner. We're going to have a little event. And so for me, a lot of times, as we'd have different breaks, I'm getting to know other people on the team, asking them about kind of who they are and where they're from, which, by the way, came up as part of the conversations and getting to know other folks, like you were at a networking event. Number one, elevator speeches, they kind of make sense because it's really driven from an I perspective when it really should be coming from you. And so it's being able to make sure that you're actively listening. When you're asking questions, it should be conversational. It shouldn't be that you're coming at these people with like 20 questions, and your questions should flow together. So some of the people that were practicing, and again, they're on the spot, so it's a little bit different, but it shouldn't go from like, okay, tell me a little bit about yourself. And then tell me about your career. And then all of a sudden, tell me your hobbies, right? So there's not this flow of, in your mind, those questions make sense, but in a conversation, it doesn't, because they're giving you answers, and unless you're responding to those answers, you're not really listening to what they're saying. You're thinking about your opportunity to speak next, and that's really where you get a little disjointedness. Last thing that just as I was talking that came to mind that Erin brought up was research is a new form of listening. So before you're reaching out to people, do a little bit of research. Find out what is personal, what's useful, what is brief that you can relate to. For the personal side, she said, who, where, and what. Maybe there's some commonality there. Useful, can you add some value, save them money, save them time, add some value to kind of where they're coming from. And then finally, be brief, have the invite, and be a little bit more direct about meeting up and connecting. So hopefully, so I'm trying to just give a little bit more detail on the day-to-day, so that way you guys can find value in the daily vlog. So hope you're doing well. Gonna go up here to the room and change. So see you soon. Sherman's out.